It's really hard when you know something, but it kind of goes against what you've always been told.
Of course.
Right. And so when you explain to the group that, okay, these changes are, prices have to go up. And the response was, well, I guess the word will get out, our prices are going up. And I guess we should probably all start looking for a new job. And I responded like, well, if people don't accept the new price, then we will be looking for a new job.
Right.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I guess you try to show them the books and where the finances were and like we're losing money, right? I mean, I guess it just take time for everyone to kind of accept it, or did some of the family leave at that point?
No, nobody left.
Okay.
No one left.
It was hard to implement though.
Sure.
There's resistance, but after the fact, they all appreciated the new things that we brought that SGI at the time provided.
Yeah.
And I think one of the best things was just rolling out the red carpet. That actually was a huge hit for the customer.
Yeah.
And then our guys realized how nice it was because you just roll the mess up and you go. And you don't have to worry about, did I do anything to their carpet? We never have had any issues with damage or anything done to the floor.
Yeah.
And so it did differentiate ourselves a little bit from the competition for sure.
Yeah. So it was a little win. All you needed is that little win, right? And go, okay, hey guys, not a bad idea. Let's.
We had our normal fair amount that decided that, I don't like your new pricing. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Sure.
This is not fair type thing. And there were some that weren't very nice, but what do? You just thank them for their business that we've, been able to have. And if they need anything in the future, don't hesitate to call. And
absolutely,
a large number of those people came back.
Yeah.
They got a taste of what other contractors were like and what they came to expect and realized that they were willing to pay a little bit more for what they wanted.
Yeah, for a lot better, right?
Right.
When you went to EP, so executive perspective for those watching, listening that don't know what that we're referencing. Fire hose, what 2 or 3 things right away are like, okay, we've got to do this and try and get everyone on board, even though I know it's not going to be easy, right away. So I guess pricing was probably the first thing, right?
Pricing.
Service and replacement, everything need to go up?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we had already raised the replacement price.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, actually, probably 25%. Plus, which was still not enough at the time. Well, it's what we were comfortable with as our first step.
Yeah. Well, what were some of the other things you're like, we got to do that. Boy, that's a good idea, or we're not doing that right.
Uniforms.
Yeah.
And then we were more consistent in our branding. Something that we had an issue with was every time we got a new van, it looked different.
Oh, yeah.
So nothing was consistent through the marketing. And I tell people all the time, like, oh, I see your vans everywhere. At the time, I only had a couple.
Right.
Like, well, we only have 2.
But they were noticeable.
Yeah.
One of our best marketing pieces.
Yeah. So did you get them wrapped right away, or how long did that wait?
Our first van, I guess, nice van we bought was in 2014.
Yeah.
And we got it wrapped, and we were super proud of the new van. Sure it is. And it's big, and it's pretty, and it's rolling through town, and you can put that technician seal of safety on the side of it.
Yeah.
Start looking a little different.
Right.
Than the other guys.
How does it make you feel too, right? Like all of a sudden this isn't just a shop in the basement, right? We're starting to build a real business. That's got to be nice feeling.
It still was a shop in the basement.
Right.
And I was working from home or trying to. And then we realized that we need more space. I can't hire somebody to help me and have them work in my home.
Right. Right.
The kitchen table was the office.
Right. Is that right?
Yeah. And when you come home from work and you're sitting there with your work, you find yourself doing more work. So by moving it to one location, getting it out of the house was absolutely key to being able to, I guess, keep progressing.